kõik koos lähete mäe peale, kes siis kõige parem olla suusataja on?
Mina.
Täiesti kahtluseta? Ma rääkisin isiga, tema arvas, et ta on ikka parem sest natuke.
Natukene siis.
Hästi vähe?
Jah.
Kui talle need esimest korda need suusad jalga pandi, siis ta oli ikka nagu suht väike, et ma arvan, et ta oli võib-olla siuke aastaseks alles saamas võib-olla või midagi sellist. Et suures plaanis nagu need saapad hoidsid teda püsti.
I remember when Kelly put out her first edit and she came out with this heater and we're like, oh my God, she can already do this trick, that trick, who is this? She was fire across the board in skiing. I remember her hitting these rails that we were scared to hit, and she was just such a little cutie pie with that blonde hair hanging out, and all of us were like, yes, a new friend. She's like our little girl, look at her. So adorable, just working so hard, her work ethic. She was just always doing something. Even when we were tired, we're like, how does she keep going?
People were setting things up in their backyard. They needed very little snow, you know, just something to slide on, and they can start hitting rails and all that kind of stuff.
So she already jumped in. That was the first achievement. And then second achievement, she won everything.
She won her first professional event at the age of 13, and she dominated. Like, it was hands down, she's 13 years old, first Dew Tour event, and won with a run that like no one had ever seen before. No one even talks about that. Like, I wish Fists or someone in skiing would talk about the fact that like she is undefeated. If she makes finals and shows up, she has never lost.
Well, I think we're going to have ourselves a new leader. Yes, we do. At 93, Kelly Sildaru, and with the dancing Estonian. Alyssa, take it away.
She actually proved to the world that girls can do this, you know.
Tule ole vait ikka siis. See on otseselt mõttes fucking ole vait. Tule sa paistik tõusid. Sa ei ole selles tiimis täis hingega. Henri on, mina olen ka. Aga sina? Ma ei taha fuck Kellisiga koos suusada, sa fucking ma ei taha. Ma pihkan vahepeal sind, ausalt.
Mis oli nagu kõigile näha, oli see, et Kelly trennid kestsid kordades kauem kui teiste trennid. Kelly pidi olema alati enne teisi mäel ja minema kõige viimasena mäelt ära.
It was a lot more than us. When I was doing 10 or 12 run of training, she would do 20, 22.
I just remember seeing her go, 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 and it was never, and I didn't know if that was just what she wanted to do. At first, we didn't really know. We were just like, whoa, she's just psyched to be here, cool. We were going back up, exhausted, taking the chairlift up to get our things to go home. And I was so tired I could barely even ski down to get home. And we see him grabbing the back of her jacket, pulling her up the hill and making her hit the rail again. Making her hit the rail again. Let her go home. Let's go, we're done, the sun's setting. It's time to go. Over and over and over. And we found out later she got really hurt that night.
Eks me ühel hetkel nagu nägime küll, et see pushimine seal juures on nagu väga suur. Ja kui palju nad tegid trenni ja kui väike see Kelly oli, siis me võib-olla ühel hetkel nagu jäime mõttesse, et kas
The very first day I ever met Kelly, she was hitting a jump and I could see how good she was, but she wasn't big enough to clear the jump. And so she was continually like knuckling this jump and quite likely that she could get injured doing it.
Ça va? Tu veux déchausser? You want to pull your ski off? Kelly, you alright? Yeah, sure.
So my very first impression on the very first day that I met her was kind of like, who is forcing this young child to continually go off these jumps that she probably doesn't really have any business to be on.
No! Oh!
And I can remember the photographer on that shoot was actually staying at the same house as I was. And he was kind of like, what do I do? What do I say? And he had gotten enough shots of her in the air that he was happy with them. And I can remember he went to Kelly's dad and said, I got everything I need. I'm not going to shoot anymore. Kind of in a way to like, okay, I don't want to watch her get hurt. Let's just, call it a day. And he had reported to me that Kelly's dad had said in response, like, no, she's going to keep hitting it until she gets the trick.
Skiing is dangerous. It's a game of inches. It's a game of, one tiny thing is off and it could be a devastating injury. You could die. And Kelly's hiking all the way up. Determination is so admirable. But there's a fine line between determination and stupidity. The risk that we take to hit these features in the first place is so high. It's so scary because if that speed is off even a little bit, if that one kid isn't pulling as hard as he pulled the run before, your speed's different, and you could land short and just destroy your legs.
Pealt on vaja ühte inimest üle juurde, kui soov on ju. Läks kiirema. Matt, I think we need one more person to push on the top. Yeah. Because I can't do it like really strong. Go. 1, 2, 3, go! One more.
Kelly's dad is right around my age, and I was still competing when Kelly came on the scene. So if he wanted it so bad, maybe he should have done it himself.
Suusa perekonnas, ma arvan, kõik arvavad, et Tõnis oleks tahtnud endale sellist karjääri ja kuna ta ei saanud, siis ta ehitas selle Kelly peale. Ma olen nagu alati näinud teda isa projektina.